Yeah.
But yeah, I would say let's start on the clutch.
Prepare to fight.
Okay. Would you like to kick us off?
Begins in 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, sure. Let's go.
Fail in my perfection.
Well, he gets the heavy spawn, which is nice. Zuno was looking for some pressure, but disengage to collect the lightning gun. Yeah, Rick is definitely ready for a fight. He does not have the LG yet, so he decides to use the mining drill.
I think it could have been an opportunity there just to use rockets, but didn't quite take advantage. Misses that rail, unfortunately. Goes flying past through the TP.
Oh,
Nice finisher.
yeah, he did release one rail before dying, so it's still not really safe for Zuno if yeah, Rick attacks this with the LG, but he takes position for the mega health and still has time to go to this heavy, do some punishment. Yeah, after the pickup actually, no overstack on Zuno.
I think Rick looks a little bit like me at the minute, just trying to do, I think a little bit, I don't know if you will feel it from his perspective, but he's doing a little bit too much. Like he's kind of moving too erratically with his mouse, trying to just shoot as much as he can, but actually manages to work out this time. And we'll actually go for the spawn forces. Certainly should be another frag, yep.
Nice.
Second rocket's a direct. He definitely knows what he's doing. That's the second spawn force. Might not work out for him. Barely gets away there.
Ooh, but this a death trap. But
Oh,
no,
Zuno!
what? Yeah.
Epic rockets.
Yeah, that was beautiful. It didn't come for free though, so he needs to stack back up on some of the items. In a dangerous position, but yeah, Rick wants to wait on the mega health again.
Yeah, Zuno is in position for the heavy. Rick will challenge though. He pushes in with rockets, hits a rail there on the exit. And Zuno's pretty stuck, because Rick can just push in like he is. Should be a clean frag. Only 36 HP and that last rocket will do it. And he's going to force to spawn again. Zuno going straight for that rail.
Stopwatch.
And Rick with a 1 frag lead. Oh, Zuno pushing him to rail again with the LG. Look how easy the clutch gets hit there. Absolutely gets crushed.
So,
And it's one of the problems with playing clutch. As soon as you're out of position just a little bit, you just get absolutely punished for it.
yeah, like how he was playing for the mega health was actually great positioning, but then he moved to the heavy without really taking a care of where Zuno was on the map at that moment. But yeah, he's still chasing this one up. Zuno not really connecting his shots to turn it around. So they trade again.
Yep. And I like what Rick's doing here. You know, even though he doesn't have the stack, he's kind of just still sticking around for angles, trying to get as much as he can done. Zuno will potentially catch him out here. Again, just pushing with that LG, exactly what he needs to do. Might be able to get away. And Zuno pushing in again. 1 HP for Rick. This should be surely a frag. Yep, Zuno gets the kill. And fairly cleanly too. He's going to be able to get the heavy and pretty good control. Missing that rail is going to be costly though. Now Zuno much more stacked than Rick. And what does Zuno do here? Rick's slowing it down. Tries to catch him out by the teleporter, and Rick using the mining drill. And Zuno finishes with a nice rail.
Lead tied.
Nice,
Last
yeah.
finish.
Although the trap from Brick was pretty well planted, but yeah, actually the double jump and negated a lot of the damage from the rockets from Rick into Zuno after taking the portal. Yeah, Zuno just hit the clutch rail. Megal's up first, so Rick actually jumping into a fight. Gets melted, but has a rocket ready.
Stopwatch.
Nothing like a fadeaway direct to get the kill. That's awesome. And Rick just cleaning up the kills again. Rick is adamant on the spawn forcing. Every time he's gotten a kill, especially in this mid area, he knows exactly where to run to. And it's out of the map.
Bye-bye.
Yep. That's going to be one of the most annoying things, I think. As Clutch, it feels like it happens more often than other champs. I don't know what it is about that. Just, but yeah, very unfortunate. Zuno, Rick will steal the heavy. Zuno ties the game, but it should be relatively even control now. And Rick is positioned for the Mega. I would like to see Zuno maybe just stick around for a rail at least. Rick still doesn't have anything yet. And I like him pushing with LG here. This is quite a hard committal. But Rick only at like 2 HP. And Nice going in for it again, but... Okay, gets the heavy.
Yeah, like he did have an escape plan. So if you don't hit your shot and he still can go around the corner, then it's fine. But yeah, on the other hand, Clutch was so low that any weapon or any hit would get the frag.
Now Rick missing his rails. These extra rails are definitely what he needs to be able to kind of soften Zuno up a bit, but he's going to trap him on the bounce pad. Rick actually switching off LG. Rick hits a rocket. And that will definitely be useful. Rick pushing him with LG. He is railable now. Picks up the Mega. And Rick finishing with the rail there. Nice little angle. But he doesn't pick up the heavy. I don't think Zuno realizes, actually. I'm not sure what happened there.
Yeah, he's also out of rockets. Yeah, I think now both players have spotted the heavy. Rick? Wow, Rick gets 2 items clean.
Yeah, I don't like this Zuno at the minute. Rick, using his shield, tries to push in, will continue, but neither player connecting with their rails at the moment.
Yeah, are the nerfs getting into play right now? There's only 2 minutes left and only 1 frag keeping both players apart. Like this. This jump is always a little bit dangerous. With the double dash.
And Rick, realizing he's got that 1 frag lead, he's kind of trying to play it a little bit slower. He does have a bit of the overstack of the heavy. I would like to see him still challenge for items, because there's a minute and a half left, but... Zuno actually coming in with the LG. Rick does pop the shield, but this should be a frag for Zuno. Finishes up with the rocket. There's Rick's opportunity again to push. He will try to get in here, but Zuno managing to get away, and Zuno traps him. Fairly even stack.
1 minute warning.
Okay.
Yeah, light for Zuno, and he has the position for this heavy.
And this is in a really good spot now for Zuno. He does get that heavy cleanly. And Rick... He's going to be okay after this LG armor, but... He needs to definitely get a little bit more stack, or Zuno's going to come in with the LG and just finish him off, I think. Oh, nice rail by Zuno. That definitely Rick forced to pop the shield, just doesn't know exactly where Zuno is. And Zuno actually missing from T. There's still an opportunity for Rick here. But he needs to get the T as soon as before Zuno does, but Zuno will push. And now Rick needs to stop making noise. At the moment, he's moving around too much, I feel. It's just making it a bit easier for Zuno. Zuno rocket jumps. Coming in with the LG, surely this is a frag.
Yeah,
18 HP.
I think Rick should have just tried to escape much earlier. But yeah, great play from both Zuno as Victor against the clutch of Rick.
It's interesting, a part of like what happened, there was that moment where Rick had the frag advantage on that heavy at about 8 minutes 40, and as he was coming from heavy he used nail gun instead of LG. I'm pretty sure he had the LG, he had like at least 100 cells, and yeah, he just kind of started using nail gun, but then if you don't hit perfect DPS there, just LG is such a more safer weapon to be running around with, you know, even with rockets too. But you know, by the time you shoot the nail gun and realize it's not working, switch to another weapon, you've already taken 150, 200 damage. So, yeah, I think well played by Zuno there to keep the pressure up. And so far the lower ELO player is winning, but it was very close.
Let's see, who won?
I think Zuno did, yeah.
Right, okay.
Okay. Because I had to check myself.
I just saw in Twitch, on Twitch chat that Zuno won. Okay. With only one frag difference. But yeah, I have the picks and bans here. We move into Vil Nath, where Rocco is playing Galena and Zuno is playing Death Knight.
Awesome. I want to say I kind of favor the Galena actually. Mainly because like you have a bit more work to do as the Death Knight. And then if you make a mistake with the Death Knight, you're just, you know, pretty far behind. That's one of the advantages of the Galena. So we'll see.
Would you pick on a different champion than Death Knight against Galena? Because let's see, Eisen was still up. Keel.
I think you have a couple options. I think actually the Keel is not as good against the Galena as it may seem, because you know, every time you get into an LG battle, the Galena is just absolutely smashing you, and you really got to make good use of those grenades. But Death Knight's not the worst. I mean, this is an option you can play. You could also play Eisen there too. It would be quite strong.
Oh, I just saw that Eisen was banned. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, then I think Death Knight is a pretty great choice. This one.
But so far, both players gonna have an even start. They're gonna get an item each, and Zuno kind of having a bit of issue with the sound. I think, and not quite exactly knowing where Rick is coming from.
Nice damage with the gun.
Initiated.
And so far, this is kind of one of the issues with Veil, is like it's very corner heavy. You kind of have to really force your opponent out, you know, really combo them with a lot of damage to actually, you know, get a kill, especially when you are in control. Otherwise, it'll be so hard to catch. But Rick actually gonna give potentially Zuno the heavy here, which I think he could contest. But both items gonna be the same time now. And bit of an LG trade. Zuno hits his rails, now they both trade.
Is the only release. I will not grant you that privilege.
Now they're in a really weird spot because all of a sudden Rick is railable. Okay, managed to get that totem too. And so far, been fairly even. Maybe a bit of a fight here at the top. Zuno blows his flame strike, but doesn't get too much value.
May the power heal you.
It is one of the trouble with Galena, but Rick missing his rail, Zuno pushing with LG, and nice cleanup with the rail there. Now I think Rick's in a bit of a tough spot because Zuno should be able to get both items quite evenly here. And Rick's not in a position to get either. Actually, it's a defensive rail. And that being said, actually, it looks like he'll get the Mega.
Oh, what's
Oh, nice little...
Oh, but he returns the damage. And nice. Nice switch to the HMG.
Yep.
Impressive.
Oh, nice double rail by Rick there.
Lead taken.
And again, nice little knowledge of the spawns there. Rick knows exactly he's going to spawn at LG. But Zuno pushing him with LG,
You fought well.
not going to work out. Rick again,
Not well enough.
another frag, and gets the heavy. Would like to see a rail here, but not going to make an use for it.
Oh. I like those fade away rockets.
Mm. Not getting the most amount of value, but the thing is, like, even with those fadeaway damage, like, it's about shedding the armor. Like, if you can get that armor off them, it actually does do quite a lot. Anytime any player has overstack, you want to just get them to be as even to you as you can. But Zuno getting the heavy, gonna push in. Flame strike ready in a second. Will actually pop it. Pushes Rick away. Zuno not letting up. Doesn't hit the rail, unfortunately, but pushing it again with LG. This seems to be his theme at the moment.
Impressive.
Rick hitting a rail. Zuno slightly out of position. He's going to go for this arm, but this surely is a death trap. Oh, Zuno's so low here, and Rick finishing with a rail.
Gods do not favor you. Do not die yet.
Yeah, totem in the health bubble. To stack back up. He's a little bit low on the ammo, but he will be enough for just one fight.
Killing spree.
I will
It's-
free you from your shame.
The rockets were enough, but maybe LG was better in that situation for some consistent damage.
I don't like this for Rick here. It should be a frag for Zuno, but it's a nice little spam rockets there. Rick has position, but he is railable. Actually managed to get the kill back onto Zuno. Yeah, I think this is very slowly falling out of Zuno's side at the moment because every time Zuno's going in for a trade, even with like LG and pushing, just Rick is being so consistent with hitting those defensive rails, but gonna have a mutual now over the heavy.
Lifetimes have come to this.
Oh, he managed to hit the gauntlet, and actually doesn't work out.
Almost though, 7 health left, but yeah, the mega health will be there. Ooh. There was an angle for Rick, but he does not connect. Would have been a frack.
I love moments like that though. It's funny how the gauntlet actually was like the perfect weapon to use in that scenario because it would do. That's actually the right thing to do. It seems like kind of funny to say, but okay. Zuno pushing in with LG gets directed, but Rick not hitting his shots. And again, it will be a mega for Zuno.
Yeah, and it also looked like it wasn't his first time that he does that because he switched at the right moment. And the funny thing, the bots do the same in this game. You,
How's that? What do they do?
well, they switch to gauntlet if you come too close.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like at the instant you get into gauntlet range, they switch.
Mate, don't play the Athena bot on expert. They're insane. They're ridiculous, like what they're doing.
Well, there is also a kill with 100% hit scan.
Rick with the frag lead. But Zuno now gonna have a bit better stack and Flame Strike. Surely he's gonna push into this heavy, into this Mega, sorry. Connects with it. Rick. I don't know what that was. I thought that was shotgun, but.
Lifetimes of war.
And oh, nice little direct. This is where you get a little bit gritty though. I think if he's leaving up the Mega, he don't think he realizes. Yeah.
Both items are up.
Okay, nice.
Oh, nice. And oh, he gets the jump pad of doom, but the second shot does not connect.
Ooh,
Crush them into ashes.
nice rail finish by Zuno.
Yeah, he's about to do a comeback. And had an idea where his opponent spawns, especially after that rail shot. Oh, he's giving up a free angle though.
And Rick could potentially push into that Mega now, but not gonna risk it. Having that frag lead is very important though. It means Zuno is kind of forced to, obviously he needs to do something before the end of this game. And it's gonna make it a little bit easier for Rick. But, oh sorry, for Zuno. No, actually, for Rick. Okay, Rick actually gonna leave the heavy up. Hits the defensive rail though. And, Rick getting the Mega. At the moment, yeah, Rick is just doing kind of what he did on the first map too. Just once he has that frag lead at the end of the game, just decides to run. We'll see if it actually will pay off for him this time. Actually, goes forward with the LG. He is burning right now. And Zuno just pushing with LG, going up the bounce pad.
Lead time.
Quite a risky move, but
Oh
actually
no,
works
no!
out.
He has to look out for the spawn, right? Like it wasn't a free frag at all. Now both items are up, and he's going for the poverty items because he just does not have the stack to contest for any of the majors. So he got the tying frag, but loses out on the full rotation.
Oh, it gets a self rocket.
Yeah, it's such a difficult position to be in. Now only 20 seconds left on the clock.
Oh, but Rick fumbling with the weapon choice. He's only got 5 seconds, surely. Rick, don't just... Okay, if he actually... Okay. If he lost the game there, I would have just... No need to be cocky, okay? You get your win, and you leave with it. But sticks around, still manages to convert, so well played by him. It's 1-1. And makes for an exciting third map, I think.
Tiebreaker will be Corrupted Keep. Zuno playing Visor. And Rocco playing.
I'm curious how this will go for Zuno. I mean, it's going to be really good LG. Well, a lot of capacity to have good LG, a lot of good spam from the Visor ability, but the kill grenades might be just a little bit too much to work through, especially with like the starting stack. The starting stack advantage. But the other thing too that's probably maybe not necessarily always talked about is like Visor having that just a little bit faster VQ3 movement, like sometimes even with tanks, Keel is slower, but Visor is, has somewhat similar acceleration to a light champ. Even though he doesn't have the same movement capacity, he is quite fast when you're going in a straight line. And you know, when you're running to an item, especially off spawn, sometimes that can be the difference between getting there that much earlier as opposed to maybe other VQ3 champs. So we'll see. Is no turn Randall?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
what? Sorry?
Who? Yeah, because I think he's on the lobby. No,
I
turning it.
just DM'd Zuno for an invite. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, I still have my lunch laying beside me, so then I have time to eat that. While you guys entertain Twitch with Corrupted Keep.
Okay, I'll just be a second.
Keel versus Visor on Corrupted Keep.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be interesting.
I'm actually curious to see if, you know, will the grenades just absolutely destroy the visor, or, you know, making good use of having good LG control and just being hard to hit in general. I think it's not impossible for the visor.
Yeah, and I think the ability is actually underrated on Corrupted Keep as well. Even though you know where your opponent is most of the time, the way you can line up rockets in doorways and things like that. And
Yeah.
some of the plays at the start as well. If you spawn rockets, you can usually get a predictive rocket right at the beginning.
Yeah.
Who are we starting on?
Prepare to fight.
Let's start on Zuno. I'm curious with this visor pick.
Yep.
Round begins in 3, 2,
Just
1.
a second.
Fight. Time.
So Zuno gonna get the heavy spawn, go straight for the rockets, and well, okay, that's one way to start the match. It's 3 pretty nice shotguns there, gets the first kill and instantly pushes in with the LG here. But the grenades, oh, actually manages to fit, manages to get the kill there. That's one of the benefits, I guess, to the keel.
Yeah.
But Zuno going in with a game plan, as you can see, just he knows the keel has a huge hitbox, pushing in relentlessly at the moment. Kind of trapping Rick a bit there, but he will get the LG now, and don't know how I feel about going to the low ground, but
Yeah, I would have preferred to see him go rockets instead at that point.
oh, but the rockets
Oh my
from Rick.
God.
Yep. And that's sometimes where that cockiness comes into play, because Zuno was just pushing in, being aggressive, and Rick just was ready for it that time. Instantly hit the first rocket. Once you're getting pinned, that's kind of over from that moment, really.
Yeah.
But Zuno just keeps pushing, and both players very low here. Kind of managed to get away. Oh, it doesn't manage to get it.
Yeah, you always have to be prepared for that angle.
I feel like from what you've seen so far, who do you think's going to win the last map?
It's really tough right now. It's one moment Zuno just runs over Rick, and then it just turns the complete opposite direction.
I feel like, by the way that Zuno is playing, he's playing too erratic. He's doing too much. I think Rick will take it. Unless Zuno kind of calms down a little bit. Yeah, I can understand what he's trying to do, but at the moment, I don't think he realizes the Mega's even been taken. And this is kind of the problem with like playing too erratic, is that it's really hard to keep track because your mind is just so focused on one thing. And now look at Rick's stack. He has so much more health at the moment than Zuno here.
Yeah, it feels like Zuno is essentially trapping himself over and over again, and he's also not really getting in on the lights either, it feels like.
Stopwatch.
Yeah, Rick has 7 lights, Zuno now has 4.
Yeah, and Zuno hasn't even had a Mega this whole game. Rick's gone 6 at the moment, so...
Yeah.
He's done a good job, though, to actually get back his stack to 100-100, but now Rick is in the Doomsday stack. He's got both items. Just needs to find where Zuno is. And he's gonna drop on him. Doesn't do any damage with the rockets, but it's a pretty nice grenade. Oh!
Yeah. The dangers of taking a bounce pad into a kill.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is... Rick actually gonna drop on the Mega. Not gonna work out, though.
Nearly, but a little bit too cocky, I think.
Oh, nice rockets by Rick.
Stopwatch.
Oh, but the LG from Zuno here absolutely just melts Rick there.
Yeah, I'm noticing that Rick has a tendency to jump in fights. And when you're playing the kill, that's really not beneficial for you.
Makes you get LG'd even easier when you're doing that.
Yeah.
So Rick kind of stuck at the HMG. Actually gonna pick up the Mega. Needs to continue, but Zuno actually gonna follow through. Get the kill. He should get the heavy and potentially get away here. And this is definitely what you don't want to do. Rick's kind of traded places with Zuno and given an opportunity for Zuno to restack and have position for the Mega now.
Yeah. Feel like if he had stuck to rockets, he should probably already had the frag there. Considering that Rick was stuck in the corner.
Surely it's a frag for Rick, but actually managed to get away.
It's very hard to predict what's gonna happen next right now.
I was gonna say, I don't know if I want to change my prediction now, but I feel like it's cheating if I do. Okay, but Rick should get this heavy, and I think he was the last person to get the Mega, so hopefully he still remembers the timing. I don't like him sticking around here, though. This is one of the problems with... yeah, look at that. He was just too slow. He literally just strafe jumped from HMG to heavy, and the Keel couldn't catch up. Just Rick not getting much value out of these rockets. And again, another frag for Zuno.
Situation when to be aggressive.
Yeah. It feels like control isn't really changing that much. It's just a matter of... I don't know, it's being not out-aimed, but like the combat skills seems to be higher on Zuno.
You know, the funny thing is, it's partially just to do with the champion. Like, just having the ability of the visor to kind of be able to play around the keel, you know, kind of see how you can position better, but also just like the movement, you know, if you're a keel, you have to be so cautious with how you're moving around the map.
Yeah.
And, well... Yeah, Zuno just taking advantage. Just LGing the keel every time, but... Okay, nice damage again by Rick.
Yeah, if you... okay. I was just gonna say, if you played this for the heavy instead of going for a frag, he could have converted, but... No, I'm not too sure about the comeback potential.
Yeah, I think after this frag, you'd be really asking a lot.
Yeah. Gaunting the corpse.
Yeah, that's always a sign of like, yeah, just a little bit tilted, I imagine.
Yeah. Nice tri-bolt there.
Well, it was looking very even at the start, but
1 minute warning.
I don't know, I think at one moment Zuno did slow it down, and the moment he did that, he can kind of like, because basically every frag that Zuno was pushing every time he saw an opportunity to. But then once he realized, you know, it stopped working, he started to restack, get to his 100. He finally managed to, you know, convert those kills again.
Yeah, it was about the time where he started taking every other mega also. Like you could see the shift.
Yeah, it's definitely GG. So Zuno will take map 3, and did lose the second map, I believe. Pretty sure he did, but he won the original Doom versus Clutch on Awoken, the first map. So
You lose.
all right, GG.
Yeah, congrats to Zuno. So